Good morning. I hope you all had a good weekend. So last week we started how-to books and we learned about something called sequencing. What does sequence mean? Do you remember? To put in order. Yeah. So we talked about things that we do every day and their sequence. I showed you how I make coffee every day, right? I showed you a video of me making coffee, and then we put what we know into a graphic organizer. First, I poured in water. Next, I put in coffee. Then I pressed the on button, and last, I poured my hot coffee into a cup so that I could drink it, right? After that, we put our graphic organizer, everything in there, onto our pages. We numbered the steps in the pages: water, coffee, on, into the mug. We even did labeling. So we made our first how-to book. We are going to continue how-to this week. How-to books. Except it's going to be a little different since there's a holiday coming up. Do you know what holiday is coming up? Yeah, Halloween. What's something that you do for Halloween? It involves something big and orange. You carve pumpkins, right? I am going to carve a pumpkin for you. And then we are going to start talking about sequence words using our pumpkin as an example, right? Do you remember our sequence words? First, next, then, and last. So I'm going to show you how I carve a pumpkin. We're going to discuss its sequence, and then we will do our rest of the steps throughout the week. Hi, boys and girls. So welcome to pumpkin carving. So I have my pumpkin. The first step is to clean it. And in order to clean it, I have to take off the top. So I'm going to use a knife. Be careful. They sell stuff to use for pumpkin carving, but I'm going to use what I have. So I have to cut off the top. If you're doing pumpkin carving at home, make sure that you are doing it with an adult, with mom, dad, uncle, okay? And just someone who's grown up that can help you, because knives are very sharp and you do not want to get cut by a knife. After I'm done cutting, then I pull it up and we're going to make a mess. Oh, look at all this. I am going to cut this off because it's just going to be easier that way. I'm putting all my insides in a bowl because I'm going to use the pumpkin seeds. I'm going to roast them for a snack. Yum. Okay. So now that it's open, I am going to use my spoon and scoop out all of the insides. Oh man, it is super stringy. Oh, look at all these seeds. You see that? All right. Almost done. That was a big scoop. Just a little bit left. Now, I'm done cleaning the inside of the pumpkin. I'm going to put this aside. My next step is to stencil it. So I chose to do the Deathly Hallows because I'm a Harry Potter fan. So I've got to find the flattest side. Pumpkins are usually round, so I have to feel around and find which side is flat. Right there. So that I can put on the stencil. Okay? So I'm going to use pins I use for sewing. So I'm going to put this on I'm gonna pin it there, all right? And then I'm gonna trace it with my marker. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna pin it down. I have it where I want it. This is where I want it. So I'm gonna take a pin. I'm gonna put a pin right there. Now that my stencil is on, I'm gonna use my marker. Okay, so I gotta make sure to only outline where the black is. So here's black. I'm not gonna outline where the white is because the white is gonna be the pumpkin. I do not want to cut out where the pumpkin's gonna be. So just the black. Now my stenciling is all done. You see it here. Next step is to cut on the lines. Okay, my pumpkin is all carved out. Now, I put in a light, which I can switch on. Look at this. I put it inside my pumpkin, and I put the top back on. There you go. I have my jack-o'-lantern of the Deathly Hallows. So, let's go over the steps. First, I cleaned the pumpkin, right? I took off the top, and then I scooped out all the inside. Next, I drew the stencil, right? I got a marker and stenciled it out. Then, I used my pocket knife to cut out all the pieces, right? So I have a whole bunch of pieces from my pumpkin. And last, I put in the light, put on the lid, and use it for decoration. For homework, I want you to click on the Seesaw activity link and put in order sequence the pictures of carving a pumpkin. I will see you tomorrow.